backyard is a dream come true. The only, dream about it. And I have done films all over the world, but there's something special about being able to not get sleep in your own bed at night instead of not get sleep in some foreign hotel room bed. When we finally decided to do the film and got the funding for it, I had promised the investors that although it's a lower budget film, modestly budgeted film, that I would still get some Hollywood actors. So I'd done a film with Allie Hillis a few years ago, and I love her, and my wife and I immediately thought of her for the role of Katie. Jackson Hurst was a complete discovery thanks to my casting director in Hollywood, Beverly Holloway. She told me about Jackson, and he was number one on her list, and we fortunately got him. And then my dream of getting someone like Lance Henriksen came true. I'm just so grateful to him that he condescended to come to our, be in my little movie. And he is phenomenal, and he just completely made the movie. Well, I've made movies over the years at various budgets. Anything from, I suppose, under $1 million all the way up to $20 million. And even that is not a great sum by Hollywood standards. But my accountant here in Wisconsin said, hey, let's try to do a movie for as little as possible, highest quality, but as little as possible, so we can all put our toe in the water and discover what we can do on our own here without a lot of big budget or a lot of craziness. So we came up with a modest budget, and now I was thinking, what can we do for this budget? And one day I heard from a local woman that she had a ghost in her house. A ghost story really involves a couple of guys, a camera, an old house, and a ghost. So there we had the perfect story. And then once I heard, various people told me this story. Some person knew this about this ghost, this local ghost. Other people told me about this ghost. I started putting together a composite of this ghost story and picking the elements that I liked and being inspired by it more than like telling a true story or a story of this actual ghost. Just inspiration, and there you are. Well, every scary movie should be different, and what I'm kind of modeling this film after is a movie called The Sixth Sense, where everything leading up to the end is a breadcrumb. And so people will see the movie and they'll guess, oh, is this and that, but it's not really until the last scene that you realize who the ghost really is, why the ghost is there, and all of that, and hopefully that'll be satisfying to an audience. People in Wisconsin love movies, there's no question about it, and when a movie is shot here or nearby, like we saw with Public Enemies, people go gaga when there's a movie star in the area or there's some sort of a media event. So there'll just be a little bit of pride, I think, Wisconsin pride for seeing this movie. And you'll also be able to see scenes that are familiar to you. Hey, I know that street, or I know that house, or I know this person, or something like that. So there'll be a lot of, that's always a good feeling. This area is so rich in history. We've been working with the Neenah Historical Society and a few others, local historians, and I've got books on Shattuck and all the other, some of the paper barons and lumber barons who were in the area, and they're all very colorful. They're all wonderful stories, and they've got great histories, and so I wove that history in a fictional way into the film, and I think that's going to be satisfying as well to people who like the area and love it, and who live here. This area is also rich in another natural resource, and that is the people. The people who've worked on the film, who've acted in it, who've let us use their houses, to the police chief of Neenah, the mayor, the council. Everyone has been so warm and open and cooperative. When I'm asked to film a movie, the producers always ask me right away, well, do you want to shoot in Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, or New Mexico? Because they give film rebates. They give you money actually to be there by rebating on taxes and things like that. Wisconsin doesn't have a program like that right now. So it's not really favorable. That's why you're not going to see any big Hollywood films shot here when they'll go right over to Michigan. But I feel that we can compromise, and if you don't charge me anything to be here, I won't charge you anything to be here. So I think that's a good beginning point right here. I don't expect any fantastic rebates or anything like that. Now, if I come back with a 10 or a $20 million film, then I'll be knocking on the governor's door saying, hey, I'm here, give me a break.